Youngest son is 10 years old today. If you could say hi to him.
What's his name?
Barry.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Barry. Happy birthday to you. And to you, Barry, may you live to have 100 more.
Let's get into a little controversy about that kind of variety show. I mean, just as Prince and Michael Jackson have to go a little far out, so we find with our, I mean, I'm telling you what goes on with us. We have to bring on X number of things that we think, hey, let's grab them, let's shock them. If you don't do that, can it work, Bobby?
Yeah, well, you mean with a variety show?
Yeah, kind of variety
I don't think
show.
you really have to shock people all the time. They get shocked enough by reading the newspapers and watching the news.
Well, will they watch the other? Will they watch?
I think there really is a market. Whether I do it, somebody's going to do it one day. Okay. And but it's hard to convince the network officials because they're guys who are 30 years old. They grew up in the drug, rock-oriented time in their life, and they figure the whole world is thinking like they're thinking. And even not so much even the younger guys, but the older guys. You see, the older you get in your position, you figure, I better start thinking young, or a young guy is going to push me out. So even when I do go to an older guy, he says, no, I don't want to pick anything like that, because if it's wrong, they'll throw me out, and they'll get a young guy to take my place. So there's so much insecurity in television at any level today that it's hard to get back to this. But when variety comes back, it will. Family shows like I'm trying to do. It'll be a tremendous success, and all the networks will be doing it. You'll see about 4 of them on the show, on the air. You'll see.
I was wondering, out of your 5 children, any of them following in your footsteps in your line of music?
Yeah, my oldest son, he has a rock band. In fact, that was him on the Rich and Famous. If you saw in my recording studio at my home, I'm trying to get them started. And he's very good. He makes out with the girls better than I do. That's why I didn't bring him.
I'd like to know how long you've been in the entertainment field.
I started when I was 6 years old. My father had a band back in Canonsburg, Pennsylvania, and when I was 6 years old, I went to a Polish club one night, and I sang. And I enjoyed it so much, people started to throw pennies at me. And then I got the hiccups, and I was singing, I'll get by as long as I... And I wouldn't stop. I just kept on singing. And my father came to me. He said, how come you didn't stop singing with the hiccups? I said, I just wanted to finish a song. He says, then you're going to be in the business a long time.
I wanted to ask, who was more or less instrumental in your career?
Probably my father, my parents. My mother bribed me into the business. I am coming from Pittsburgh, and all the great quarterbacks come from the Pittsburgh area. I wanted to be a football player and be in sports like most young kids do. And my mother was pretty smart, though. She said, you're going to practice the clarinet. And I said, She says, well, you get no money, no allowance. If you want to go to the movies, you'll get 25 cents an hour for every hour you practice the clarinet, or you won't get any money around here. So I used to practice 25 cents an hour.
I told my kids, I told them that. That's what we have to do,
I only mention this because I'm sure a lot of mothers and parents out there probably want to encourage, you know, your children to go into music, and maybe you have to push them at times and bribe them, like most things in life is a bribe. And but now I just want my mother. I know if you're watching, Mom. Now that I'm playing at the Fox and I'm a big shot, my price is up to $3 an hour.
Take a break. We'll be right back. Oh, that's great fun. I love that. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You know what we need? He has got to get a record contract, and then he's got to get a hit record, and then he's got to go back on the radio.
And then I want to sell my house in Vegas.
Then he's going to sell his house in Vegas, and then he'll sell his other house, and then he'll come and visit us again. Nice applause for Bob. Our guests stay at the Radisson Hotel, St. Louis. The fun is at the Radisson.